The emergency beacon pierced through the static like a dying star's last cry. Adam Chen adjusted his salvage vessel's trajectory, his fingers dancing across the holographic controls with practiced ease. 3 years working the Outer Rim had taught him that most distress signals were either pirates or automated junk. But something about this one felt different. Probably going to regret this, he muttered, guiding the ship toward the coordinates. The wreckage floated in the void like scattered bones, a luxury cruiser torn apart by what looked like a micrometeor storm. Adam's scanners detected one faint life sign in the aft section, barely registering. He maneuvered closer, magnetic clamps securing his vessel to the debris. Inside the wreckage, emergency lights flickered red. Adam moved carefully through the twisted corridors, his suit's headlamp cutting through the darkness. The air was thin, temperature dropping fast. Whatever had happened here, it had happened quickly. He found her in what remained of a stateroom, an elderly Krithari female slumped against an ornate cabinet. The Krithari were known across 3 sectors as master engineers and scholars, tall, crystalline beings whose bodies refracted light in rainbow patterns. This one's glow was fading, her crystalline skin dulled to almost gray. "Hey, can you hear me?" Adam knelt beside her, his suit's translator crackling to life. The alien's eyes, deep violet and multifaceted, opened slowly. "Human," she whispered, her voice like wind chimes in a storm. "You came." "Yeah, well, I'm the only idiot out here who answers distress calls." Adam checked her vitals with his scanner. Severe decompression trauma, multiple fractures, respiratory failure. She had maybe 10 minutes. "I'm getting you out of here." "Gently," she breathed. "Please, be gentle with me. I got you, Grandma." Nice and easy. Adam had learned emergency xenobiology in his salvage training, but Krithari physiology was delicate. Their crystalline structure could shatter under the wrong pressure. He carefully lifted her, supporting her weight distribution exactly as his training dictated. Every movement was deliberate, smooth. She weighed almost nothing, like holding structured light. The journey back to his ship took 15 agonizing minutes. Twice, debris shifted, forcing Adam to adjust his path while keeping his passenger absolutely stable. His arms burned with the effort of moving so carefully in zero gravity. But he didn't rush. In his medical bay, barely more than a closet with equipment, Adam worked with hands that refused to shake. He'd treated dozens of species before, but never a Krithari. Their bodies required specific harmonic frequencies to stabilize, precise mixtures of gases to breathe. He cross-referenced his database, adjusted settings, monitored readings. "Your name, human?" the elderly Krithari asked as the medical field hummed around her. "Adam Chen, freelance salvager, occasional idiot. I am Matriarch Shannara, of House Velcaris." Even weak, there was dignity in her voice. "You have gentle hands, rare, among any species." Adam shrugged, checking her stabilization progress. "My sister had brittle bone disease. Learned young to be careful." For 3 days, Adam tended to Shannara as they traveled to the nearest station. He adjusted her harmonics, monitored her crystalline restructuring, and kept her comfortable. He brought her synthesized nutrients and sat with her during the long hours of recovery, telling her stories about Earth, about his sister, about why a human ended up salvaging junk in the Outer Rim. Shannara listened, her glow slowly returning. "You could have taken my ship's cargo," she noted. The hold contained 3 million credits in refined astrium. "Considered it," Adam admitted. "But you seemed more important than shiny rocks." On the 4th day, they docked at Waypoint Station. Adam was preparing the discharge paperwork when his ship's airlock cycled. 6 Krithari in ceremonial armor entered, their crystalline bodies blazing with light. Behind them came a younger female, her resemblance to Shannara unmistakable. "Grandmother." The young Krithari rushed forward, then caught herself, approaching the matriarch gently, carefully. "Elena, my heart." Shannara's voice was stronger now, her color fully restored. "Meet Adam Chen, he saved my life." Elena turned to Adam, her violet eyes studying him with startling intensity. "You brought her back safely, whole, undamaged." Her voice carried wonder. "Do you understand what you've done?" Adam shifted uncomfortably. "Just first aid, really. Anyone would have—" "No," Shannara interrupted, rising from the medical bed with surprising grace. "No one else would have. The Krithari are fragile, Adam Chen. Most species handle us like weapons, afraid we'll break, or they're too rough, causing damage. But you..." She placed a crystalline hand on his shoulder, her touch warm. You were gentle. Truly gentle. Elena stepped forward, holding out a data chip. The House of Velkaris does not forget debts. Here is the location of the Astrium cargo, rightfully yours. 5 million credits. Adam stared. That was more money than he'd see in 10 lifetimes of salvage. I can't. There's more, Elena continued, and now she was smiling. My grandmother is the head of the Krithari Engineering Council. She wishes to offer you a position as a human Krithari liaison. Annual salary, 2 million credits. Full benefits and... She paused, her glow intensifying. If you're interested, cultural exchange opportunities. Cultural exchange? Adam repeated, his brain still processing the numbers. Elena's smile widened. I'm studying human culture. I would very much like to learn from someone gentle. Shannara's chiming laugh filled the medical bay. What my granddaughter is trying to say, Adam Chen, is that gentle souls are precious in this harsh galaxy. Rare beyond measure, and we value what is rare. Adam looked at the data chip, then at Elena's hopeful expression, then at Shannara's wise, ancient eyes. 3 years ago, he'd left Earth with nothing but debts and a broken heart. Now he stood in a salvage ship worth maybe 20,000 credits, being offered millions and something else. Something that made Elena's crystalline cheeks flush with rainbow colors. Gentle, huh? He took the data chip, then extended his hand carefully to Elena. I can do gentle. She took his hand, her crystalline fingers intertwining with his so carefully, so perfectly. Yes, she said softly. Yes, you can. Outside the viewport, the stars wheeled eternal and cold. But inside the small salvage vessel, warmth bloomed. The beginning of something neither species had expected, built on the simple act of one human being gentle when gentleness mattered most. And in the vast, often cruel universe that made all the difference.